Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to Synthetic Oil Protection. My name is Eben. If you guys are new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing for a lot of important information on keeping your vehicle exponentially protected. So today we're working on this awesome Generation 3 Dodge Viper. This is a 2004 model, and this has the 8.3 liter V10, and nothing like some good old snake eyes. Good power. And what we're going to be doing is we're doing the oil change, motor oil flush, and we're also putting in our fuel injection cleaner, which is that clear bottle, that yellow bottle behind me. But first I'll show you the filter we're putting in. This is good for 1 year, 25,000 miles, and it filters at 98.7% efficiency. The second thing we're doing is our motor oil flush. What this does is it gets rid of sticky valves, it gets all the deposits out of the crankcase, and it also cleans around the cylinders so you have a much better contact area for the new oil to stick to. Because Amsoil Signature Series is good for 1 year, 25,000 miles, and it's also good for 1 year, 15,000 miles of severe service, like a car like this that's driven very hard. So a lot of people ask me, how good is Amsoil Signature Series? Well, Amsoil Signature Series outperforms Mobil 1 extended performance by 4 times in industry standard turbocharger deposit testing. Yellow tab, you push this up, you push this tab all the way to the right, and then you lift it straight up. All right, the first thing we do on this beauty, this little angel, right? It's a little angel. We put in our engine flush, and what this does is it basically breaks down the motor oil, gets all the contaminants out of the crankcase, and it also makes it flow out a lot better. And when you get the deposits off the crankcase, what happens is when you get the carbon out of there, you allow the new Amsoil to stick better to the metal, and it allows the film to attach better. So it's definitely worth doing the flush. And now all we're going to do is start her up and let her idle for 15 minutes. All right, here we go on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I didn't know you have to push a button to start it. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. As we let this thing idle with our engine flush in for 15 minutes, we're going to put in our PI Performance Improver. And what this is a proprietary fuel injection cleaner that cleans the valves, cleans the deposits out of the crankcase, and it also cleans the combustion chamber. So it's really, really a great additive. All you do is put it in every 4,000 miles. That's it. Just that easy. Also, just one bottle treats 20 gallons of gasoline. We're going to do a little before and after. We're going to see if it sounds different before Amsoil and after. So here we go. Here's the before. We got our 16 mil socket. We got her all loosened up. Got her all cracked loose. And we're ready to unleash 11 quarts of 200 degree motor oil. Is getting ready to come out. All right, here we go. 11 quarts. A 1, a 2, and a 3. Oh, it's a long one, huh? And there she goes. That's it. There's the bolt right here. That's it. Drained down, we got her all tightened up. Now it's time to go ahead and pop off our filter. Got our filter wrench. Comes off like butter. Nothing. Wow. There she goes. All right. Took her a little while to drop it. Here we are. All right, it's that time to prep our oil filter. This is our EAO oil filter, and the O stands for 1 year or 25,000 miles, and that's of normal driving. If you're doing severe service, you can go 1 year, 15,000 miles. So even if you're tracking this street track, you can go 1 year, 15,000 miles on this oil filter. Filter's at 98.7% efficiency, and it's a proprietary medium that's synthetic, and it can hold 4 times more contaminants than cellulose paper. And I'm going to show you the difference from an inexpensive filter to an Amsoil filter. So, this is the Amsoil filter. The cartridge is a lot thicker. This metal is thicker. Also, this O-ring is a better quality silicone. The anti-drain back valve in there is better. And here is the filter that came off the car. That's the one that came off it, and that's the Amsoil filter. So you can see the difference in the thickness of the actual metal in the filter. You'll see that, how flimsy this is. So the cartridge actually too is thicker on the Amsoil filter, so if a rock hits it from underneath, it won't puncture it and then leak as easy. So overall, all around, it's just... So we just cracked open our fresh box. We got a whole case of 12 quarts of 10W30 Signature Series. What this is this is 100% synthetic, and this is Amsoil's #1 oil, and it outperforms Mobil 1 extended performance by 4 times in industry standard turbocharger deposit testing. It also doesn't burn off as much as Mobil 1. It burns off at 49% less than Mobil 1 extended performance. So if you have a car like this and it burns a quart of oil every 10,000 miles, with this you're going to burn about half that. So all we do is fill her up, because this is mounted straight up and down. And then we're going to go ahead and wet our gaskets here, just like so. Because as you guys know, the wetter the better. I also get the threads. And then of course you always want to check and make sure you got your old O-ring off, because on the really cheap filters, the O-rings come right off. So always double check you got the old O-ring off. All right, now all we do is thread her on. This baby calls for 11 quarts of 10W30, and this is for street driving. If you're doing all-out track racing, you want to use the Amsoil Dominator 15W50, and that's for only above freezing and only track conditions. But this is suffice for intermediate track days. You can still use this, but if you're doing crazy stuff, you definitely want to go with the Dominator. So we're doing some crazy tall pours, and in goes our 11 quarts. We'll be back to check it. We're doing a crazy tall left-handed pour. Here we go. Lefty. Let's do it. Woo! I had butterflies in that one. Putting in the liquid gold. Alright guys, we're going to make it official right now. We put 11 quarts of oil in this thing, and I tell you what, it really took a whole 11 quarts of oil. Here we go, our final check. Take a look. There it is. Just a little before the full mark, right underneath it. 11 quarts of oil. The Viper, we got it all nice and hot. It's been idling for about 15 minutes. We're letting the fuel injection cleaner circulate through. And I just have to start it up for you. You got to hear the way this thing starts. Ignition on, and then you push this little button right here, and it starts it up. 1, 2, 3. I mean, that thing just turns on like a light switch. Just totally different after it. Just listen to that. All right, now we're gonna turn it off. Ready? Here we go. The whole thing turns over like an extra revolution and a half. It's so lubricated. We'll turn it on one more time just for fun. We have to. Here we go. 1, a 1, a 2, and a 3. Oh, got to turn it on first. Oops. 1, 2, and a 3. That's smooth. Alright guys, we're all wrapped up on this little angel. We got our motor oil all changed out, and stay tuned. We're going to be doing the manual transmission coming up. Probably the video will be up on Saturday. And our last thing to do is put on our badge of honor. American on American. Our American Dodge Viper, big, bold, huge power. And we have our synthetics. Amsoil is all American, and it's made right in the United States. It's out of Superior, Wisconsin. And that's pretty much it. If you guys enjoy the video, definitely give it a thumbs up. And if you guys really enjoy my channel, definitely consider subscribing. And we'll see you guys back next time on Synthetic Oil Protection. Thanks, guys. And one more thing I almost forgot. I wanted to thank all my Amsoil Preferred customers for trying Amsoil products and getting the wonderful results. If you guys have any questions about Amsoil, you can reach out to me anytime. All right, we're going to close the hood and wrap it up. That's it.